Okay, so astrological natal charts are pretty cool. And they kind of show how each one of us is a little bit different and special and unique. But because we all have one that's slightly different, it also shows that we are not special or different or unique because we are all special, different, and unique. Let's see. So, what happens is you're born, and where you're born when you're born is and surrounding you while you're born are the different planets, and each one of the planets has qualities that are associated with specific like energy inputs within your personality. So, for example, Saturn would be like the quality about Saturn that is most recognizable is going to be the rings around Saturn, and they are like known usually for like boundaries and restrictions, but also in like ancient Greece, Saturn was known for as like the god of agriculture, and which kind of makes sense because it's like trellising. Um, Trellising is like a guiding tool. It's kind of like like a tomato ring or a tomato cage. You can say ring or cage. It depends on your perspective. I prefer to say ring. And as the plant grows, it grows more upright, which allows it to have more light penetration and more airflow, less disease, and more fruit production. So basically, helping you to have like a longer, better life. And so, like Saturn with the qualities of like boundaries or like understanding uh, restrictions. And Saturn also usually represents like traditional rules, like morals and ethics. Gonna be things like the commandments and stuff like that. Um, that would be like kind of associated with Saturn as like moral code. And so where each one of the planets is placed in accordance to you when you're born. Okay, so we've got you, and then we've got like all the different planets. Is going to influence like the different areas of life upon which they're going to have specific like energetic gravities associated with each one of those areas of life. And then surrounding the planets is going to be the constellations. And the constellations are like for within the like Greek mythology realm, going to be like the super notable um, myths and legends that have been used for like understanding like the different parts of the human body that are needed. Like for example, uh, Libra is known for justice and equality and love. And the body parts that are associated with Libra are going to be the butt, which is like sexual attraction, but also like letting go a little bit. It's also an air sign, so it's going to be like the one that moves moves faster. Like will probably be the one to like run away from you. if you're a little bit too possessive or anything like that. And then the second part is going to be the pancreas, and the pancreas like works in the endocrine system, and also the digestive system. So it's got like a dual thing going on there. And what the pancreas does is it produces insulin and glucagon, and both of those together, they are the internal hormone like messengers that get sent out when the sugar levels in your blood get either too high or too low. So glucose is gone, so glucagon is going to be like sent out to be like, hey, like release those stored sugars that we have already in our body. And when the sugar levels in your blood get too high, insulin is released to say like, hey, like we got way too much sugar here, like we gotta put it, we gotta store it. And yeah, so that's stored in the liver, kind of separate, but yeah. So Libra is known for like harmonizing, and also is known for like energy balancing. So let's see. So we've got you, the planets, the constellations. The planets are going to give like a specific like motive for each one of the houses. The houses are like the different areas of life for you. And then the planets are going to give like a specific type of like instruction or gravity towards each one of the houses. And then the constellations are going to give like a little bit more of the personality context. And like I was explaining with Libra, how it's associated with, or how that constellation is associated with specific parts of the body, is going to represent how they are associated with, like how personality characteristics can be associated with like actual functions of specific things within your body. It's going to be that as above, so below. So that's going to be the principle of correspondence. And that one really is going to have to do with like spheres or levels of like groups. The initial Latin says like, let's see, so it's superius inferius. Rather than above and below, it's actually superior and inferior, which can be interpreted a few different ways, but I typically tend to see it as larger, smaller, which is why the as above, so below, it's like a larger, smaller scale. So like for an individual, it would be like the individual cells within your body, and then like your body as a whole with all of the organs, and then from there it would go like out. So house one is self. That's going to be you. And then house two is going to be like senses and body awareness. So like being able to actually perceive like what's around you and different stuff like that. And then house three is going to be like thoughts, ideas. Also, kind of relates a little bit to siblings, because it's like the fastest peer relationship that most people have with one another is like brothers and sisters. And then house four is gonna be, so you see how we started at self and then we're slightly increasing our level of like awareness of surrounding and environment, and starting to include like other people in it as well. So house 4 is going to be like the home. The home family is going to be like the family unit. So each person plays like kind of like a part in that, for like a balance of like each to have a harmony with each other, depending on the different roles that they play. Okay, so and then 5 would be let's see. So it's like what you do in your fun time, like it's like your hobbies, and like a lot of people say it's the house of pleasure. And like, yeah, it's the house of pleasure, but it's the house of children. So it's like a little bit different than house of pleasure. It's like house of what you do for pleasure. It's what you do for fun. Is going to be house 5, and then house 6 is going to be let's see. House 6 is, I don't know why I was saying is going to be. House 6 is community. So like we've moved out of like the home and expanding upon like yourself, and then the next step would be like moving out into the community and becoming like one who plays a role within the community. And then as we pan out a little bit more, what's needed for that is usually like a catalyst, like a really really close bond with one other person, so like a partnership. And then when you have a really close bond with someone, it's kind of like the vibrations of each other kind of like blend a little bit within the same form. And then let's see. So that was house 7. House 8 is going to be, or house 8 is the house of sex, death, and rebirth. So it's going to be kind of like you're progressing, you grow, you grow, you grow, you grow, and then you have like your first love, and then you like get your heart broken. And it could be like you're getting your heart broken, or it could be also like you just grow and you become a different person. Okay, so that's house 8. House 9 is going to be like uh, like going off. It's like the getting your independence. Like you've reached one end, which is like graduation, and you're like leaving the nest and everything like that. So that's house 8, and then house 9 is going to be like getting out there and experiencing a whole bunch of things, and like gathering observations and testing them out, and living life. And so it's also known for like higher education, also development of morals and ethics. So that's going to be like morals and ethics. It's pretty questionable what most people think are morals and ethics, but I think I touched on that with Saturn. Okay, so 10 would be like getting a little bit bigger, and we had we just had like gaining your independence and experimentation, and then house 10 is going to be like understanding structures and being able to incorporate different ones within like your own personal plan. And then house 11 is House 11 is